best team in the world does not always win the UEFA Champions League. The most talented squad, the most dominant season, the team everyone expects to win, still falls short. Not occasionally, consistently. Because this competition does not reward consistency. It punishes mistakes. One bad night, one missed chance, one moment of hesitation, and you're out. No second chances, no time to recover, no way back. That is what makes it different. League titles are decided over time. The Champions League is decided in moments, and there is a contradiction at the center of it. Some of the greatest teams ever assembled never won it. Some of the greatest players failed repeatedly. So the real question is, why is the Champions League the hardest trophy in football to win? In most competitions, quality prevails over time. Consistency corrects mistakes. The strongest team eventually rises, not here. In the Champions League, everything can collapse in 90 minutes. One match can define an entire season. A missed chance, a defensive error, a single lapse in concentration, and suddenly the best team is no longer the best. It is eliminated. There is no recovery if the mistake comes at the wrong moment. That is what makes the tournament unforgiving. It does not measure superiority over time. It measures survival under pressure in a specific moment. And often, performance alone is not enough. A team can control the game, create opportunities, execute its plan, and still lose. Because in this competition, being good is not enough. You have to be precise. And even that may not be enough. Every competition brings pressure. But this is different. In the Champions League, matches carry more than tactical importance. They carry expectation. Clubs define success by this trophy. Careers are judged by it. Legacies are built or broken around it. Players feel that weight. Every touch becomes heavier. Every mistake more significant. Every decision more difficult. And under that pressure, even elite players hesitate. A fraction of a second, an extra touch, a moment of doubt. At this level, that is enough. It separates goals from misses, victory from elimination. Experience does not eliminate this pressure. Domestic dominance offers no protection. Because the pressure is not only external, it is internal. The fear of failing on the biggest stage. The fear of being remembered for the wrong moment. Once that doubt appears, performance changes. Movements slow, decisions become cautious, confidence fades, and teams that once looked unstoppable begin to look vulnerable. In most competitions, there are moments of relief, matches where the gap in quality is clear. Not here. In the Champions League, every round resembles a final. You are not facing good teams, you are facing champions. League winners, elite squads, world-class players in every position. There are no weak opponents. Even in the early stages, mistakes are punished immediately. And as the tournament progresses, the level only increases. Round of 16, quarterfinals, semifinals. Each stage removes margin for error. At this level, details decide everything. A misplaced pass, a poor first touch, a moment of bad positioning, punished instantly. That is why even the strongest teams struggle, because it is no longer about being better. It is about competing against teams that are equally strong or stronger. There is one factor often overlooked in the Champions League: luck. At this level, where teams are closely matched, small variables become decisive. The draw. One team receives a favorable path, another faces elite opponents from the beginning. Same competition. Different level of difficulty. Then injuries. One missing player can disrupt an entire system. Balance is lost, plans collapse, then come decisions. A penalty given or denied. A red card, a VAR review that changes the outcome. And sometimes it is even more subtle. A deflection, a slip, a rebound that falls to the wrong player. Moments beyond control. Moments that define results. That is what makes it unpredictable. A team can prepare effectively, execute well, and still lose because of something unforeseen. In this competition, defeat is not always about being inferior. Sometimes it is about one moment, a single mistake. A defender loses focus, a goalkeeper misjudges a shot, a striker misses a clear chance, and the consequences are immediate. An entire season reduced to one action. Months of preparation decided by a single touch. In other competitions, recovery is possible. Here it is not. There is no reset, no second opportunity. That moment becomes the defining memory, not the strong performances before it, not the dominance, just the error. That is why the tournament often feels unforgiving. It does not always reward the best overall team. It rewards the team that avoids or survives that one decisive moment. If football were entirely fair, the greatest players would win this trophy consistently. But they don't. Some of the most talented players in history never won the Champions League. Not because they lacked ability, but because everything in this competition works against certainty. One bad night, one mistake, one unpredictable moment, and it is over. Entire careers are often defined by what was not achieved here. Even for players who dominated leagues and transformed teams, this tournament does not guarantee success. Not talent, not form, not reputation. It demands something different. Precision under pressure, consistency within unpredictability. And even then, success is not guaranteed. That is why winning it once is significant. Winning it multiple times is rare. So why is the Champions League the hardest trophy in football to win? Because it is not designed to reward the best team over time. It is designed to expose every weakness. In a league season, mistakes can be corrected, adjustments can be made, performance can stabilize. Here there is no margin for error. You face the strongest teams in the world, under maximum pressure, where a single moment can determine everything, and uncontrollable factors are always present. That combination makes it unique. It challenges teams, tests players, redefines expectations, because in this competition, being the best is not enough. You must endure the pressure, navigate the unpredictability, and deliver at the exact moment it matters most. That is why dominant teams can fail, why elite players can fall short, and why lifting that trophy carries a different weight. Because in the Champions League, victory is not just about performance, it is about survival.